Approaching the North Carolina electrical exam requires a strategic understanding of both electrical concepts and time management. Attempting to look up every answer within the National Electrical Code, or NEC, codebook during the exam is generally not a viable strategy due to the time constraints. The exam is structured to assess your comprehension and application of the code, assuming a level of familiarity that allows you to answer questions efficiently. Firstly, understand the nature of the examination. It is designed to test your knowledge of electrical codes, standards, and safe practices. The questions often require you to apply your understanding of the code to specific scenarios. Secondly, time is a critical factor. The exam allocates a specific amount of time per question, and constantly referencing the code book for each answer can quickly deplete your available time. Thirdly, familiarity with the code is paramount. Candidates who have thoroughly studied the NEC and have a solid understanding of its key articles and sections are better positioned to answer questions quickly and accurately. Instead of relying on looking up every answer, concentrate on enhancing your understanding of the NEC before the exam. This involves several key strategies. 1. Begin with a comprehensive review of the codebook. Focus on the most frequently referenced articles and sections, such as those related to wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and equipment installation. 2. Practice applying the code to different scenarios. Work through practice questions and examples to develop your ability to quickly identify the relevant code sections and apply them to solve problems. 3. Familiarize yourself with the structure of the codebook. Understand how the different articles and sections are organized so you can quickly locate the information you need. 4. Create a system for quickly referencing key information. This might involve using tabs or highlighting to mark important sections in the codebook. 5. Practice time management. Take practice exams under timed conditions to simulate the actual exam environment. This will help you develop a sense of how much time you can spend on each question and identify areas where you need to improve your speed. 6. Develop a strategy for answering questions. Read each question carefully and identify the key information. Try to answer the question from memory first, and then use the codebook to verify your answer. If you're unsure of the answer, make an educated guess and move on. 7. Don't get bogged down on difficult questions. If you're struggling with a particular question, skip it and come back to it later. This will allow you to maximize the number of questions you answer correctly. 8. Stay calm and focused. The exam can be stressful, so it's important to stay calm and focused. Take deep breaths and try to relax. Remember that you've prepared for this exam, and you have the knowledge and skills to succeed. Grounding and bonding are crucial for electrical safety, preventing electrical shock hazards and ensuring proper operation of equipment. Understand the requirements for grounding electrode systems, equipment grounding conductors, and bonding jumpers. Overcurrent protection devices such as circuit breakers and fuses are designed to protect electrical circuits from overloads and short circuits. Learn how to select the appropriate overcurrent protection devices for different types of circuits and equipment. Wiring methods, including conduit, cable, and other wiring systems, are used to route electrical conductors throughout a building. Understand the different types of wiring methods and their applications, as well as the requirements for installing them safely. Equipment installation covers a wide range of topics, including the installation of electrical panels, transformers, motors, and other electrical equipment. Learn the requirements for installing these components safely and in accordance with the code. Specific articles, such as Article 250, which covers grounding and bonding. Article 240 pertains to overcurrent protection. Article 300 provides general requirements for wiring methods. Article 430 deals with motors, motor circuits, and controllers. Article 450 addresses transformers and transformer volts. Other important concepts include voltage drop calculations. Understand how to calculate voltage drop in electrical circuits and ensure that voltage drop is within acceptable limits. Conductor ampacity refers to the current carrying capacity of electrical conductors. Learn how to determine the ampacity of conductors based on the size, insulation type, and installation conditions. Box fill calculations are used to determine the maximum number of conductors that can be installed in an electrical box. Learn how to perform box fill calculations to ensure that boxes are not overfilled. Raceway fill calculations are used to determine the maximum number of conductors that can be installed in a raceway, such as conduit. Learn how to perform raceway fill calculations to ensure that raceways are not overfilled. Motor calculations are used to determine the size of conductors, overcurrent protection devices, and other components for motor circuits. Learn how to perform motor calculations in accordance with the NEC. Transformer calculations are used to determine the size of conductors, overcurrent protection devices, and other components for transformer circuits. Learn how to perform transformer calculations in accordance with the NEC. Special occupancies and equipment, such as hazardous locations, healthcare facilities, and swimming pools, have specific requirements in the NEC. Familiarize yourself with these requirements to ensure that electrical installations in these locations are safe. Exam questions will often present a scenario and ask you to apply the code to determine the correct course of action. Practice interpreting these scenarios and identifying the relevant code sections. Remember that the electrical exam is designed to assess your ability to apply your knowledge of the NEC to real-world situations. By focusing on understanding the code and developing your problem-solving skills, you can increase your chances of success. Review sample questions to familiarize yourself with the format and types of questions asked. Practice applying the code to these questions to reinforce your understanding. Take practice exams to simulate the actual exam environment and assess your readiness. Analyze your performance on practice exams to identify areas where you need to improve. The NEC is updated every 3 years, so it's important to use the correct edition of the codebook. Ensure that you are using the edition that is specified for the exam. Many resources are available to help you prepare for the electrical exam, including study guides, online courses, and practice exams. Take advantage of these resources to enhance your understanding of the code and improve your test-taking skills. Before entering the exam room, take a few deep breaths and try to relax. A calm and focused mind will help you think clearly and answer questions accurately. Read each question carefully and make sure you understand what is being asked. Pay attention to keywords and phrases that may provide clues to the correct answer. If you are unsure of the answer to a question, eliminate any obviously incorrect choices. Then, make an educated guess from the remaining choices. Don't spend too much time on any one question. If you are struggling with a question, skip it and come back to it later. This will allow you to maximize the number of questions you answer correctly. Double-check your answers before submitting the exam. Make sure you have answered all the questions and that your answers are clearly marked. Remember, thorough preparation, familiarity with the code, and effective test-taking strategies are key to success in the North Carolina electrical exam. By focusing on these areas, you can increase your confidence and improve your chances of passing. In addition to these strategies, consider the following tips. Understand the scope of the NEC. The NEC covers a wide range of electrical installations, but it does not cover everything. Be aware of the limitations of the code and when other standards or regulations may apply. Familiarize yourself with the definitions in Article 100. The NEC includes a glossary of definitions for commonly used terms. Understanding these definitions is essential for interpreting the code correctly. Pay attention to the notes and exceptions in the NEC. The code often includes notes and exceptions that modify or clarify the general rules. Be sure to read these carefully to avoid making mistakes. Use the index to find specific information. The NEC includes a comprehensive index that can help you quickly locate the information you need. Practice using the index to become familiar with its organization and how to find specific topics. Consider attending a review course. Many organizations offer review courses that can help you prepare for the electrical exam. These courses typically cover the key concepts in the NEC and provide practice questions and exams. Talk to other electricians. Other electricians who have taken the exam can provide valuable insights and advice. Ask them about their experiences and what they did to prepare. Get a good night's sleep before the exam. Being well rested will help you think clearly and stay focused during the exam. Eat a healthy breakfast on the day of the exam. This will give you the energy you need to stay alert and focused. Arrive at the exam site early. This will give you time to relax and get settled before the exam begins. Bring all necessary materials to the exam. This may include your code book, calculator, pencils, and other allowed items. Read the instructions carefully before starting the exam. Make sure you understand the rules and procedures for the exam. Manage your time effectively during the exam. Allocate your time wisely and don't spend too much time on any one question. Stay positive and confident during the exam. Believe in yourself and your ability to succeed. Remember that the electrical exam is a challenging but achievable goal. With thorough preparation and a positive attitude, you can pass the exam and achieve your electrical license. Also consider the common mistakes made by candidates and try to avoid these. 1. Misinterpreting questions. Read each question carefully and make sure you understand what is being asked. 2. Not reading the notes and exceptions. The code often includes notes and exceptions that modify or clarify the general rules. Be sure to read these carefully to avoid making mistakes. 3. Misusing the index. The NEC includes a comprehensive index that can help you quickly locate the information you need. However, it is important to use the index correctly to find the information you need. 4. Not managing time effectively. Allocate your time wisely and don't spend too much time on any one question. 5. Panicking during the exam. The exam can be stressful, so it's important to stay calm and focused. If you start to panic, take a few deep breaths and try to relax. By avoiding these common mistakes, you can increase your chances of success in the electrical exam. Remember to bring your identification, exam confirmation, and any other required documents. Dress comfortably and appropriately for the exam environment. Avoid wearing clothing that is too hot or too cold. Choose shoes that are comfortable to stand in for an extended period. Bring a sweater or jacket in case the exam room is cold. Avoid wearing jewelry or accessories that could be distracting. Turn off your cell phone and any other electronic devices before entering the exam room. Listen carefully to the instructions given by the exam proctor. Follow all rules and regulations of the exam. Do not talk to other candidates during the exam. Do not cheat or attempt to cheat in any way. If you have any questions or concerns, raise your hand and ask the exam proctor. Respect the exam environment and the other candidates. These additional tips can help you create a positive and successful exam experience. In summary, success in the North Carolina electrical exam involves a blend of thorough code knowledge, strategic test taking, and effective time management. Do not rely solely on looking up answers during the exam. Instead, dedicate your preparation time to understanding the NEC, practicing its application, and developing efficient problem-solving skills. With diligent effort and a well-prepared approach, you can confidently tackle the exam and achieve your professional goals.